The observation deck of the Galactic Unity Station had never been so silent. 23 delegates from 12 different species stood frozen, their eyes locked on the scene unfolding in the containment chamber below. Through the reinforced glass, they watched as Rhea, the human representative, knelt beside the litter of Vrexi cubs, her movements slow and deliberate. The Vrexi were apex predators from the volcanic world of Tar. Adults stood 9 feet tall, possessed retractable claws that could slice through combat armor, and had bite forces measured in tons per square inch. Their cubs, though smaller, were no less dangerous. 3 months old and already the size of earth wolves, they were bundles of muscle, teeth, and instinct. "She should not be in there," hissed Ambassador Trellick, his chitinous plates clicking nervously. "The Vrexi young are not domesticated. They are weapons in training." Captain Vaughn, the station's security chief, a hulking Crothian with 4 arms and battle scars crossing his gray hide, nodded grimly. "The cubs have already injured 2 handlers this cycle. Both are in medical. One nearly lost an arm. But Rhea had insisted. The human delegation had been clear. If humanity was to join the Galactic Council, they needed to prove they could handle the realities of interspecies cooperation. That included dealing with the Vrexi, whose warrior culture demanded respect earned through strength, not diplomacy. In the chamber, Rhea extended her hand toward the smallest cub, a mottled gray youngster she had named Kira. He was the runt of the litter, pushed aside by his larger siblings during feeding times. His crimson eyes tracked her movement with predatory focus. "Easy, little one," Rhea murmured, her voice barely audible through the intercom. "I'm not here to hurt you." Kira's lips peeled back, revealing rows of needle-sharp teeth. A low growl rumbled from his chest, a sound that would have sent most species scrambling for the exit. On the O, something the automated translator labeled as contentment pheromones. The human was calm. Kira sniffed Rhea's fingers. Then, in a movement so fast it was almost invisible, he lunged forward and clamped his jaws around her sleeve. The observation deck erupted into chaos. "Security team, deploy!" Captain Vaughn barked into his communicator. "No, wait!" shouted Dr. Harlow, the other human in the delegation. "Look at her!" Everyone froze again, their attention snapping back to the chamber. Rhea hadn't screamed. She hadn't pulled away. Instead, she was tugging back. Not hard, not aggressively, but with steady, playful resistance. Her face broke into a wide smile, and she made a sound that the translator struggled to categorize. Something between a laugh and a gentle growl. What is this behavior?" Ambassador Trellick whispered. "She's playing," Dr. Harlow explained, his own smile growing. "On Earth, human young engage with predator species this way. Dogs, cats. They learn social boundaries through play fighting. She's teaching Kira that she's not prey, but she's also not a threat. She's a companion." In the chamber, Kira yanked harder on Rhea's sleeve, his tail lashing with excitement. Rhea tugged back, letting him pull her slightly off balance before resisting again. The cub's growl shifted in pitch, less threatening, more playful. The other cubs noticed. One by one, they abandoned their positions around the chamber and padded toward Rhea. Soon, all 5 were engaged in the game, each trying to grab a piece of her clothing or equipment harness. Rhea laughed, a genuine, joyful sound that echoed through the intercom. She released Kira's prize and immediately grabbed another cub's paw, initiating a gentle wrestling match. The cubs responded with enthusiasm, their earlier aggression transforming into something that looked almost like fun. "Impossible," Captain Vaughn breathed. "Those cubs put 2 trained handlers in medical and this human is playing."